Raila Odinga has just dropped a bombshell about 1 hour ago as I speak. Before we look at Raila Odinga, let me bring to your attention some of the videos we are working on. The first video, Gen Zs have just greeted Aisha Jumwa in Kilifi. She was there campaigning to be reappointed, but all that backfired. She has badly been greeted. The second video, Okia Umtata is now predicting that William Ruto will be in jail. That's also a video we are working on. So make sure you tune in by subscribing in order not to miss those videos. Let's now look into what Raila Odinga is saying. About 1 hour ago, this is what Raila Odinga shared through his social media accounts. Raila Odinga clearing the air, ukweli wa mambo. To the young, resilient generation of our nation, I would like to address you this morning. I agree that justice must come first before any talks. Towards this end, I stand with you that there must be compensation for every victim of police brutality, dismissal of all protest-related cases, release of all abductees and those in jail, resolution of outstanding healthcare workers' welfare and education, JSS teachers' grievances, reverting of our public healthcare insurance back to NHIF and to discard SHIF, a prosecution of all security sector perpetrators who facilitated atrocities on peaceful Kenyans. Those are 6 demands Raila Odinga is giving out, and then he continues, once these issues are resolved, we can focus on a national conversation and conducted transparently in a neutral venue. It is my proposal that representatives of this convention should come from various sectors, including youth, government, religious leaders, healthcare, professionals, lawyers, and teachers. We must come together to discuss national and constitutional critical issues touching on the following: good governance, skyrocketing cost of living, eradicating tribalism, fighting corruption, debt and fiscal management. To the young people of Kenya, you all must know that I am deeply moved by your dedication to the cause, and I believe a structured dialogue will bring the reforms you are fighting for and safeguard Kenya for your future. That's Raila Odinga about 1 hour ago as I speak. So Raila is making those demands as he appeals to the Gen Zs. I want to put all this into perspective for Kenyans to understand what all this means. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's proceed. The first thing I'm seeing from that post made by Raila Odinga, Raila is just trying to expose to Kenyans and more specifically to Gen Zs what he is pursuing with Ruto or with Kenya Kwanza. There have been so many talks. Ruto on his part has made it very clear that he wants to form a government of national unity. Ruto himself has been making that very clear. Raila on his part has never come out to state that he's interested in forming a government of national unity with the Ruto. Raila has never said that from his mouth, but Ruto has made that very clearly. I'm seeing a Raila Odinga who is just exposing to Kenyans what he has laid out on the table before he can form that government of national unity, or before Ruto forms that government of national unity. So Raila is just exposing to Kenyans that these are the things I've laid out on the table before anything can happen or can be done. That's the first thing I'm seeing coming out very clearly. The second thing I'm seeing from this post, Raila is trying to act as a mediator between Ruto's government and the Gen Zs. He's not acting as a spokesperson for the Gen Zs, and he's also not acting as the government spokesperson. He's just acting as a mediator. And we all know and understand that Raila is angling to be the African Union Commission's chair. Anybody in Raila's position will do exactly what Raila Odinga is doing. You must be seen as a peacemaker. You must bring peace. Raila is just trying to do that. He's trying to bring peace between the government side and the Gen Zs. So he just wants these two teams to come together for a resolution. That's what I'm seeing there. And that does not mean Raila Odinga is stopping the Gen Zs from continuing with their protests. I strongly believe that Gen Zs should grab that opportunity. And as they grab that opportunity, they should continue with their protests. Only that they must now be very strategic on how they hold these protests. They can't hold them now maybe weekly, but they can hold them maybe once in a month. And that will also work in their favor, because if they hold them weekly, then they're not mobilizing enough of their members for the streets. And that's killing the impact of the protests. But if now they can hold them monthly, maybe once in a month, as they monitor whether William Ruto will implement their demands, that will give them enough time to mobilize enough numbers who they can now storm the streets. Yes, I believe that they can hold those protests maybe once in a month as they monitor the progress. Holding them every now and then is not really bringing out the impact we all want to see. And also on top of that, Gen Zs have also been mulling over possibility of occupying Uhuru Park, JKIA, State House, or even Parliament. Those should be their last options. Because to occupy Uhuru Park, JKIA, State House, those should be the last options. Because now ikifika hapo sasa kimeumana. And I believe that if William Ruto does not implement what Gen Zs are calling for, then those should be the last options. And if they can all do that, if all their supporters and Kenyans can join them in doing that, then William Ruto will have to go. If they can all come together at Uhuru Park or JKIA or State House, and they say they're not leaving, they stay there for even 2 or 3 days, William Ruto will run away. But those should be their last options. Power belongs to the people, and an idea whose time has come. Not even the strongest of armies can stop that idea. Gen Zs and Kenyans today, if they decide William Ruto must go, William Ruto will go. And Ruto will go if only Kenyans make that strong determination and decision that we are now going to occupy Uhuru Park or State House. William Ruto will run away. But I still insist that should be their last option. I'm also seeing a Raila Odinga who is giving William Ruto another chance to redeem himself. This is a golden chance William Ruto should now grab. And I'm saying he should grab that chance because as Raila Odinga speaks, he still enjoys immense support even amongst the Gen Zs. So when he speaks, some Gen Zs are listening to him, and a good number. William Ruto should grab that opportunity to redeem himself. If he fails to grab this opportunity, then I'm seeing disaster for Ruto. He will be kicked out. He will be forced to run away. Mr. President, if you are listening to me, grab this opportunity and redeem yourself. The 11 persons you have so far nominated have been rejected. So grab this wonderful opportunity and redeem yourself once again. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Those who are watching us outside Kenya, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. Let's meet in our next analysis, where we are going to look into Aisha Jumwa's story.